Welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. As always, thanks for joining me. If you could, hit the like, subscribe buttons down below, and don't forget to hit that little bell. That way you don't miss anything from here at the Big Ranch Show. Well, GQ Magazine put out their Citizen of the Year, and I don't quite understand it. You talk about a Citizen of the Year. I'm not exactly sure they're 100% on the specs they use for this. But I'm thinking, when I think of Citizen of the Year, if you're talking about celebrities, I'm thinking about a celebrity that goes out, raises money for people, actually, hits the streets helping people, gives of themselves to help other people. Now, I see a lot of celebrities that do this kind of stuff. You've got J.J. Watt, for example, who got out there and down in Houston helping people, who got down there and raised, $37 million plus for the victims of Hurricane Harvey, who physically got out there and actually did some work and actually physically helped the people of Houston, who sat there delivering water, who handed out water and things like that, who raised millions of dollars to help the people of Hurricane Harvey. Yet, who does GQ pick as their Citizen of the Year? Colin Kaepernick. Now, I have no problem with his protest. I understand exactly what Colin Kaepernick is protesting. Injustice against black individuals who have been shot by the police, unarmed people who have been shot by the police, and inequality in general. And I understand that. I get his protest. I completely understand his protest. But he didn't do anything in 2017 to help a damn soul. You didn't see him out there helping the black communities down in Houston after they got flooded. You didn't see him helping the black communities down in Florida after they got hit by Hurricane, Hurricane Maria. You don't see him out there raising money for the victims victims of police shootings. You don't see him doing any of this. You see him out there running his mouth, complaining the NFL won't hire him, and the last time we saw him, he was taking a knee at the NFL football games, which I have no problem with. To me, that's his constitutional right to do so. Do I believe that it's cost him a lot to have taken that knee to try to bring awareness to the situation of unarmed black people being shot by police at a somewhat alarming rate over the last few years? I understand that he wanted to bring that out, and I understand that it may have cost him the ability to play. But just when it looked like he may have the ability to get a job, he filed a lawsuit against the NFL. Therefore, subsequently making it assured that Colin Kaepernick will likely never play in the NFL again. Now, I think he should have a chance to play. I have seen some people that got hired in the last few months that Colin Kaepernick was clearly a better player than. But that's not what we're talking about here. I'm not talking about his play. I don't want to talk about his protest. I want to talk about the fact that he was named Citizen of the Year by GQ Magazine when there are other people out there who have actually done more as citizens to help their fellow citizens in this country. And I gravitate to J.J. Watt because I'm from Texas. I know lots of people from Houston. My family lives down in the area. And they had to leave their home, which got flooded with Hurricane Harvey. Now they're all, Houston's on the mend. My mom and family, they're on the mend down there. Everything's doing well. They're getting everything together. They're getting everything taken care of. But it doesn't change the fact that Kaepernick has done nothing for the American citizen, and people like J.J. Watt and others have actually been out there raising money, going, head first into the devastation to help. When Hurricane Harvey hit, whether it was a photo op or not, you still had Governor Mike Pence head down to Houston to help move stuff around, trying to help some people. I don't care if it was just people trying to get a photo op or not. You could tell By the look on his face, you could tell by the sweat on his brow that the man had been working. You know, doing what he could. You've got J.J. Watt, who went down there, gave of himself physically and emotionally, and put himself out there to raise this money for these people. And what happened? GQ names Colin Kaepernick Mr. Do Nothing of the Year, Citizen of the Year. To me, this is a disgrace, and I think it's terrible. I don't pay much attention to GQ magazine, really. I occasionally catch a Keith Olbermann piece over there, whatever. But I think my watching of their YouTube channel will even be less than it is now, because this is just ridiculous. You've got all these people out there that actually helped American citizens, and you're going to give Colin Kaepernick, Mr. Do Nothing, an award, based on an award, and give him a magazine cover. Sure, last year he brought awareness to an issue. Although the statistics do show that black people and white people are shot by police at roughly the same alarming rate, unarmed or not. Now, is there some preferential treatment one way or the other? I'm sure there is. The statistics, though, show that it's very even. Very even. And I believe that we need to deal with this. To me, this isn't a black issue or a white issue. To me, this is just a bad cop issue. Because not every cop shoots somebody, okay? And I do understand that when it comes to unarmed shootings, that black individuals are more likely to be shot than white individuals. And minorities in general are more likely to be shot in unarmed situations. And that's something we have to address as Americans. But at the same time, we should not be awarding somebody who's literally done nothing for the cause except take a knee for it, when there are other people out there actually helping our fellow Americans. If you're helping our fellow Americans, I commend you. J.J. Watt, for example, Mike Pence for showing up down in Houston. I thank these people for all the work that they have done down in the city of Houston and the surrounding areas to help with the disaster relief. I thank them a lot. Colin Kaepernick, you've done nothing. You've literally done absolutely nothing except take a knee. You're not out there, talking about the situation. You're not out there pushing for change. You're just out there doing nothing, literally nothing, except complaining that you can't get a job in the NFL. Well, maybe you should start doing and stop complaining, and maybe people will understand where you're coming from. Right now, you just seem like a spoiled rich kid. And I have no problem with your protest. I completely support your protest. And all the NFL players that are taking knees. I don't particularly like the timing. I think it's terrible to do it during the national anthem. But that's y'all's prerogative. If that's what players want to do, that's their right. I'm not the one to tell them when they can and cannot protest. That's not my job. My job as an American is to be like, oh, what are they protesting? Why are they protesting? And I get that. But Colin Kaepernick has done nothing to deserve the cover of GQ in terms of their Citizen of the Year. And there are many other well-deserving people out there, namely J.J. Watt, for the cover of GQ magazine. GQ, you messed up, and I think you're going to lose a lot of fans, a lot of people in that. Because whether or not you're an avid reader of GQ or not, people do pick up your magazines. They see the covers. They're interested in the covers, whether they're conservative or liberal. It doesn't matter. And you've alienated a lot of people with this cover. Anyhow, y'all have a great day. Leave some comments down below. And I still think Colin Kaepernick is not Citizen of the Year. I believe Colin Kaepernick is the Do Nothing of the Year. Have a great day, and I'll see you down the road.